Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for dropping by for an update. I'm going to talk with you just a few minutes about my latest situation with the COVID virus, and then I'm going to take a few minutes and tell you what I have learned about COVID since I contracted it over a month ago. But before I start, let me just tell you how deeply I appreciate you tuning into these little vignettes. But more than that, the cards, the letters, the emails, the voicemails, the Facebook mean more to me than I can tell you. Having been quarantined for 3 months since February, some days the walls just close in, and you cannot truly understand sometimes how just the words that you're sending just glue things together for me, and I deeply appreciate every one of them. I can't answer them all, I truly can, and I hope that by doing these you're getting some feedback, but I want to thank you. Secondly, someone asked me, Greg, do you wear that shirt for every video you do? And good question. But let me assure you that I like this shirt. I really do. But I got like a half a dozen of them. So while I may have the same type of shirt on, this one's clean. I promise you, this one's clean. So just wanted to address that today. How am I doing? First of all, I have spent all day today in a hospital going through a battery of tests. I have been sent to a specialist, a pulmonologist, who has just run the gamut today. We've been through a lot of testing, and so my hope is that by Friday we will know just exactly what condition my lungs are in, how we're progressing, and he can come up with a plan, maybe not to address COVID because there is no cure for that, but maybe he can help address the pneumonia, the scarring that can happen on your lungs because of pneumonia and because of COVID, just a variety of things. And plus, the special surprise was they found a black spot on my lungs during all this, and so that was a little bit of unexpected surprise. So hopefully by Friday we'll know a little bit more about that, and we'll just kind of keep you posted as that progresses as well. I am feeling better. You can probably hear it in my voice. The pneumonia has moved to just one lung, so one lung is clear. The ability to breathe deeply without just sharp pains has gone away, and the fevers have gone away. So what's left is congestion, coughing, and then just this chronic fatigue. Fatigue is probably the biggest issue that everybody that I know has it faces. And when I'm saying that, I mean it's not like I'm tired, I'm going to sit down and rest. It's like I got to go lay down. I'm just done, and it can hit at any time of the day. So that's one of the symptoms that I've known people who said it lasts 2 weeks, and the doctors told me about patients they've had that's lasted 4 or 5 months. So we're going to have to try to figure out how that works as well. But I'm looking forward to the end of the week and hopefully getting a line of sight on next steps. In terms of what I've learned about COVID, a couple things I would share on the front end. First of all, I would say COVID is not a death sentence. And I think that needs to be said to someone out there today. I know what the media says. I hear it all. 800,000 people around the world have died of COVID. I can tell you that it's miserable. I would not wish it on anybody, but it is not a death sentence. Well, at least not yet. But anyway, for me, it's just more people are getting well eventually than are dying. Secondly, as you know, I had arm surgery, which is how all this started to begin with, and so if I would have died because of something that happened to my arm, they would have counted that as a COVID-related death. So while all those people have died, and probably they did test positive for COVID, it doesn't mean it was COVID that killed them. They're just going to count it if you got COVID and you die of anything. So that was a little bit of new information. Secondly, not a single doctor I've gone to believes these tests are reliable. I've had 5 of them, and every time I go to a different doctor, they want a test. Maybe there's some financial deal in it for them. I don't really know about that, but every single one of them have questioned the reliability of the test that I've taken before that. And so not even the doctors believe that these tests are that accurate. So that's a little bit concerning to me as well. And then something else you need to know is if you do have COVID, you might as well expect that you are going to be treated differently. That's just kind of a sidebar to the side effects. Doctors are not going to want to see you. They're not going to want you in the office. I've been needing an x-ray on my lungs now for 2 weeks, but nobody would see me. No, Greg, we need to get that to compare it to the one you had when you had to go to the emergency room, but we don't want to do it over here. And okay, you call another doctor. Well, we don't want to do it over here. So finally, had to go to the hospital today to be able to get the x-ray. And then, of course, everybody's just kind of spooked by it. I mean, friends, family, colleagues, and I don't blame them. That's not a judgment. If I were on the other side, I would be saying the same thing. But it really is one of those things that you can just expect that once you get it, that there's just going to be a little bit of difference. You're going to be kind of in it by yourself, or you can reach out to people like myself who've had it and just kind of try to follow a trail that some of us are living, and we can tell you what worked and what didn't work for us as well. So that's really kind of about where we are today. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll be back by the end of the week and just kind of let you know what the test results are and what they are planning to do from that point forward. Thank y'all a lot. Bye-bye.